The manila folder sat on the desk in plain sight. Closed. Red classification markings visible to every camera in the room. Adam Schiff had not opened it yet. He did not need to, because Patel's eyes had already found it, tracked to it for just 1 second before returning to Schiff's face. And in that 1 second, trained observers caught something that no amount of preparation could prevent. Real, unguarded concern. The kind that appears before a person has time to compose themselves. The kind that tells you everything about what is inside a folder before a single page has been turned. Schiff is a former federal prosecutor, lead impeachment manager. He does not ask questions unless he already has the answers. He does not bring documents to hearings unless those documents are going to destroy something. The hearing had been scheduled as routine oversight. Patel had deflected every challenge with bureaucratic precision. He looked relaxed, in control. He thought he knew how this would end. He was wrong about the folder. Director Patel, Schiff began, his voice carrying the calm, measured tone of someone who has already won. I want to ask you about FBI data management practices, specifically regarding the preservation of counterintelligence materials. Patel's left hand moved to adjust his tie, a self-soothing gesture. Of course, Senator. The FBI maintains the most rigorous data security and preservation protocols in the federal government. Excellent, Schiff said. And you would agree that the FBI has systems in place to prevent the unauthorized deletion of classified counterintelligence data? Patel nodded. Absolutely. We have multiple redundant backup systems, strict access controls, and comprehensive audit trails. It would be virtually impossible for significant amounts of classified intelligence to be deleted without proper authorization and documentation. Virtually impossible, Schiff repeated slowly. And if such a deletion did occur, there would be clear records showing who authorized it. Correct, Patel confirmed. Every action in our classified systems requires digital authentication. Those authentication logs are preserved indefinitely. Schiff opened the folder. Stop right there, because Patel had just confirmed under oath on the record that any deletion of classified data would leave a clear trail pointing directly to whoever authorized it. He built the cage himself. Schiff was about to lock the door. Director Patel, are you familiar with FBI Data Management Report DM2 51847 dated November 4th, 2025? Patel's expression shifted, his eyebrows drawing together, his mouth opening before closing again. Senator, without seeing the specific document, I can't comment on individual internal reports. Let me refresh your memory, Schiff said. He held up a document bearing official FBI letterhead, classification markings visible to every camera. This is an internal memorandum sent to you on November 4th by FBI Chief Information Security Officer Dr. Jennifer Martinez. Subject line, critical data loss incident requiring immediate executive attention. The room went completely silent. Schiff began reading, slowly, deliberately, letting every word land with its full weight. Director Patel, I am writing to inform you of an unprecedented data loss incident that occurred between November 2nd and 3rd, 2025. Approximately 2.44 terabytes of classified counterintelligence data were permanently deleted from FBI primary servers using administrative override protocols that require director-level authorization. The deleted materials include 847 counterintelligence case files related to foreign influence operations during the 2024 presidential transition period, 2,341 intercepted communications between foreign intelligence operatives and U.S. persons of interest, 18,492 financial transaction records flagged for potential FARA violations, and 673 witness interview transcripts. He paused. Director Patel, this deletion was executed using your personal authorization code, FBIDHAP7734. Initiated from your office terminal at 2:47 a.m. on November 3rd. This represents the largest unexplained loss of classified intelligence in FBI history. Signed, Dr. Jennifer Martinez, Chief Information Security Officer. The impact was instantaneous. Patel's face went visibly pale in 3 seconds. His hands began to tremble. One of his attorneys leaned in whispering something urgent. Patel seemed unable to process it. His eyes fixed on Schiff with an expression combining shock, panic, and terrible realization. Director Patel, Schiff continued, his voice steady, almost gentle. Would you like to explain why 2.44 terabytes of classified counterintelligence data were deleted using your personal authorization code in the middle of the night? Patel's mouth opened. No words came. His left hand moved toward his water glass. When he lifted it, the trembling was so pronounced that water sloshed over the rim and spilled onto the witness table. A moment every camera caught simultaneously. Senator, Patel finally managed, his voice barely recognizable. I don't have personal knowledge of every technical system operation, and I would need to review the specific circumstances. You don't have personal knowledge? Schiff's voice carried genuine incredulity. This memo states explicitly that the deletion was executed using your authorization code from your office terminal at 2:47 in the morning. Are you telling this committee that someone else was in your office at 2:47 a.m. using your credentials? Senator, there could be technical explanations for how authorization codes are utilized in automated processes. Let me make this simpler. Schiff pulled a second document from the folder. This is the FBI headquarters security access log for the night of November 2nd and 3rd. According to this official record, you personally entered FBI headquarters at 11:34 p.m. You accessed the director's office suite at 11:41 p.m. You remained in the building with no other personnel present on the 7th floor and exited at 4:18 a.m. The data deletion occurred at 2:47 a.m. He set the log down. You were alone in your office when 2.44 terabytes of classified counterintelligence data were permanently deleted using your authorization code. The trap was complete. Patel sat frozen, perspiration visible, hands clasped on the table, breathing audibly rapid. Senator, I may have been working late that night, but specific technical operations are handled by specialized personnel. Routine archival. Schiff cut through it. Director, let me read you one more thing. This deletion utilized emergency override protocols specifically designed to bypass all standard preservation safeguards. The deleted data is permanently unrecoverable. This action required manual disabling of 6 separate backup systems and explicit confirmation at 3 separate verification points. This was not automated. This was a deliberate manual deletion requiring active human intervention at multiple stages. He leaned forward. Ice cold. That doesn't sound routine. That sounds like someone deliberately destroyed classified counterintelligence data in the middle of the night while alone in the FBI building. Patel's composure finally broke. Senator, this is outrageous. You are taking internal communications completely out of context and weaponizing routine procedures to create a false. Let me give you context, Schiff said. He pulled out a third document. Let me tell you what was in those 2.44 terabytes. Counterintelligence case file C, I. 2024847. Investigation into undisclosed foreign contacts by presidential transition team members. Case file C, I. 2024913. Intercepted communications between Russian intelligence operatives and U.S. political consultants. Case file C, I. 2024947. Financial intelligence reports on unexplained transfers from foreign entities to domestic political organizations during the transition period. With each file number, Patel seemed to shrink further. And here is the most critical part. Schiff held up a fourth document. This is a witness protection authorization form signed by you personally on November 1st, 2025, granting emergency classified witness status and FBI security detail to Michael Flynn. The name landed in that room like a detonation. Flynn, Trump's former national security advisor, convicted of lying to the FBI about Russian contacts, pardoned. And now, 2 days before 2.44 terabytes of counterintelligence data disappeared from FBI servers, granted FBI witness protection by the man sitting at that table, Director Patel. Flynn's name appears 47 times in the counterintelligence files you deleted. You granted him witness protection on November 1st. You deleted the files on November 3rd. So let me ask you directly. Did you destroy classified counterintelligence data to protect Michael Flynn and others connected to foreign influence operations targeting the United States? Patel tried to stand. His chair scraped loudly across the floor. His face contorted with something between rage and panic. I will not sit here and allow you to impugn my integrity with these baseless. Sit down. The chairman's voice thundered across the chamber. Patel sat immediately, his hands visibly shaking. Schiff was not finished. Let me tell you what I believe happened. During the presidential transition, the FBI's counterintelligence division was conducting legitimate investigations into foreign influence operations. Those investigations documented concerning patterns of communication with foreign intelligence services. When you became FBI director, you were directed to make those investigations disappear. You granted Flynn witness protection to secure his silence. And 2 days later, you went to that building alone, disabled 6 backup systems, confirmed 3 verification prompts, and permanently deleted 2.44 terabytes of evidence. He pulled out one final document. Director Patel, I want to read you an email sent by your deputy director 5 days before the deletion. Cash, I need to strongly advise against any action to compromise ongoing counterintelligence investigations. The CI division has developed substantial evidence of FARA violations and potential espionage activities. Any interference would constitute obstruction. I am formally documenting my opposition. He looked at Patel. Your own deputy director warned you in writing that what you were about to do would constitute obstruction of justice. You did it anyway. Patel sat motionless. No words. No defense. Just stillness. The stillness of a man who has run out of road. Schiff moved that all documents be entered into the congressional record and formally requested that the Department of Justice open an immediate investigation into potential obstruction of justice, destruction of evidence, and violations of federal records preservation laws. The motion was seconded. It passed. Within minutes, the clips were everywhere. Patel's trembling hands, the water spilling, the silence where an answer should have been. 3 dates. November 1st, Flynn gets witness protection. November 3rd, 2.44 terabytes disappear. November 4th, a memo lands on Patel's desk documenting exactly what he did. 3 dates. 1 authorization code. 1 question. And a man who could not answer it. What Schiff built was a timeline so precise it left no space for interpretation, not accusation, sequence. The memo showed his code. The access log showed him alone in the building. The technical assessment showed the deletion was manual. 6 backup systems disabled, 3 verification points confirmed, data permanently unrecoverable, each document a step. Each step closing a door behind the previous one. The water that spilled from Patel's glass is still in the record. So are the trembling hands. So is the silence. So is every file number Schiff read aloud while Patel sat there and shrank. All of it permanent. All of it public. All of it carrying the same question forward into whatever comes next. Not who deleted the files. That is already in the record. But why? And for whom? The largest unexplained loss of classified intelligence in FBI history happened at 2:47 in the morning, alone, with 6 backup systems disabled. While a man whose name appeared 47 times in those files had received FBI witness protection exactly 48 hours earlier. The folder is closed now. The record is open. And it always will be.